Hello and welcome to Police Simulator Patrol Officers. Now, this is a game where, of course, just like the title says, it is a game where you are a cop. So, instead of being on the criminal side of things, like most games, you actually are an officer in this one. And they do it pretty well. And I like the game myself, so I would recommend it to anybody that wants to try it out, just with one disclaimer. It is in early access. So that means you will encounter bugs, you will encounter different glitches and all this stuff. However, the development team is on top of taking care of these issues in a fairly quick manner. I mean, they'll release an update and then, every few days it seems like you're seeing a hot fix that's been released. So they do stay on top of trying to take care of it. But let's go ahead and start us a new game. We're going to go with Mr. Danny Lopez. And we will put it on simulation, and we'll hit start. Now, starting out, all we have is foot patrol. You have to actually unlock the vehicle, which I'll show you more about that here in just a moment once we get loaded in. And it'll show with the different districts. Well, okay. But say, hope it didn't crash out on me. Now here's your different districts. So you have a shift selection. Now you can pick your next shift. You have to play 5 shifts each week, and you can take 4 days off a week to receive a new shift. So say that there's, in Melting Pot, you have 3 different patrols open, and they're all foot patrols, but you want to be in a vehicle. Then you just take a day off, and it'll load up and give you a refreshed shifts, so you might end up with a vehicle one. Now, when you pick a district, you have to complete a work week of 5 shifts in that district before you can move to another one. Brixton over here is actually new. This just got released with the Operation Anti-Drug. But we'll go ahead and go with Melting Pot and start off on our very first foot patrol. Well, I forgot to show you guys over there on the left-hand side of that right before I clicked in, but it's where you unlock for having duty stars, and you get that by earning XP throughout your shift. So that tells you that the game's in early access, and for a game that's in early access, like I said, I recommend it if this is something that is up your alley of a type of game to play. One thing though to note is just be aware of the glitches, but it is only, like, I think $10, $15. I mean, it's not that much, and for what you're paying, it's worth it, in my opinion, it's worth it. So this tells you about how to use focus mode, and this you can focus on people or objects, and in a vehicle, it can actually tell you different things, too, if you're in a vehicle. But first off, let's go ahead and just zoom in on this guy's plate, and that's actually expired. So if you look at the top left, you got your time, and then you have Monday, 5/4/2020. So that's May, favorite marker, yeah, May, and this is set for February of 20. So this is expired. So we're going to go ahead and give this guy an expired license plate ticket because you're going to park right in front of a police station, and you're getting one. We need the points. So, shift and conduct points. Earn points based on your actions in the game. Shift points, or SP, are rewards, and conduct points are penalties. So, if you ask for an ID without reason, it'll lose conduct points. At the end of your shift, both the SP and CP will reward you with district experience points, which gets you duty stars. Duty stars is how you unlock items and new areas. So, we're going to probably be a fairly petty cop when it comes to writing these tickets to make sure that we get points. And this tells you about the police computer. And so, like this car right here, we zoomed in 7WD107, 7 Whiskey Delta 107. So if we go into our police computer, we can see right there 7 Whiskey Delta 107, and it belongs to a Nathan Murphy. His ID is valid, driver's license is good, has a gun permit, not an open warrant on him, and then it tells you on the right-hand side the information about his vehicle, and underneath this is violation. So he's been issued a ticket for parking in a handicap zone, got a verbal warning for driving with a broken windshield, and has been convicted of aggravated assault. So And these right here that says shift, that is pretty much, that's a private taxi service. So it's kind of like Uber in the game. And they are actually allowed to be parked in taxi zones. So, and here's bus stops. This is something else they've added. People will sometimes park in these bus stops. That just came out with the Operation Anti-Drug update that just released yesterday. And a lot of what came with that was you got a new district, you get some new arrests that you can do, so, and violations. So you can have people that are dealing drugs, and you can also have somebody that is doing graffiti. That's October, so he's good. And we won't see any of that until later, because we have to unlock those, and this guy's parked in a bus stop. So we are going to go ahead, give you a ticket for being parked in a bus stop, and I believe I can just tow you for that.
I've got a car here that needs towing. Can you send a record of my current location?
Okay, yeah, +10, so that was good. So they'll send a wrecker over here to pick it up. Where it's at. There it is, right on the other side of the red light. So we'll stand here, that way we can see it get picked up. They actually kind of changed its animation a bit from what it was. Now it looks like there's straps that come down, but I don't remember that being in the past ones. But other things that came with this update, of course, is the new district, and also a new vehicle, which before this update you had two choices. You had the standard Crown Vic, and then you had the SUV. Now they've released, I think it's a Panther Z is the name of it, but it's a Dodge Charger. And we won't unlock that until later either. But here is the tow truck picking up a vehicle. And it's got the straps that come down. I don't remember those being there before. It was just a bar that came over and lowered and just picked it up. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just never paid enough attention. But the development team, they are big on releasing hot fixes and updates quite regularly. I believe this is a no parking area, my guy. You're parked over here. Yep, no parking area. That's tow truck. Which the tow truck's not going to be able to reach here, and they'll give some excuse as to why. Yeah, they're on call at the moment. But right now, audio is pretty much non-existent as far as voice acting goes, because they're going through and getting all that sorted with new voice acting being dubbed over and all that fun stuff. But let's see, they just released this anti-drug update this past month. They're going to be releasing another update in January that is going to be the keys to the city. At least that's when they're planning to release it. Alright, so this guy's on the sidewalk. And they're planning to release it then, and then sometime after that, probably within a couple, 3 months, they're actually going to release the holding cell update. Which, pretty crazy. I mean, they're pretty consistent and quick. Look at this guy jaywalking. He almost got clipped. Go ahead and stop him. Detained for
I've detained you here because I saw you jaywalking.
No, officer. I did not.
Yes, you did. And I can smell cannabis. That means I can actually search him without problem. Yeah, see, not very much voice acting going on right now. Mr. Robert King. Alright, let's check you in the database real quick. Mr. Robert King. He does not have an open warrant. Been in trouble for shoplifting and a bunch of traffic violations. Alright, my guy, so we're gonna go ahead and search you. See if we can find anything. No, he's running. He's running. This civilian is showing strange behavior. You think he's running? No, come back here. Come back here. Don't you run over. Alright, we got him. Alright, now it's time to see what exactly he was holding on him that made him want to run like that. He obviously has something. And then here comes some lady jaywalking across the street again. So this city's full of them. Alright, let's see what we got. Human teeth and a switchblade. Alright, so we're going to give you the violation for jaywalking. And then we're going to arrest you for carrying
So
that
much
switchblade.
money for such a small infraction.
He looks really sad. Well, he's about to be even more upset about it. Let's see here. Illegal weapon possession. Carrying a switchblade. And also now, as you can see, he's being handcuffed from the back. That just happened in this past update as well. They got feedback from the community that was all about it because it was in the front. And now this is telling us about call and arrest transport. And anyway, they went ahead and they fixed it. They changed it in this past update to where handcuffing is now around the back. I mean, this is a company that they pay attention to what the community wants and what they needed. You can go to the roadmap and there's a bunch of stuff that's got the mark next to it showing that, hey, this is something that the community brought up to us and we're going to work on fixing it in a future update if we're not already working on it. And pretty awesome, you know, the way that they do things. Alright. Watch as she
If I have to.
takes him to jail. Alright, off you go. So, we've got us another car parked on the sidewalk down here, so we need to take care of that. At least I think it is. Isn't it? Yeah, and it's got an expired meter. Okay, so there's a bug that I run into about expired meters where it says it's expired, but I give them the ticket and it docks me points. It didn't this time. Okay. I don't know exactly what causes it, but it happens. Now, he's also on the sidewalk. Another thing that I like, and it's just little small details, but each ticket you put, you can see. So you can see how there's 2 separate tickets there. Now, I mean, you can put 5 of them, and you'll see all 5 tickets across the windshield. It's small little attention to detail things like that I really like. Ah, and here's some graffiti. Now, of course, I don't think we're going to run into anybody that's doing it, but here's some graffiti. You, I think, are okay. But this guy's over here on the sidewalk. I forgot to check your plate, though. Plate's good. And your plate's good, but you're on the sidewalk. So, position alignment on the sidewalk. Now, the more points we get, the more that we unlock. Usually, the third, you know, I'll do, most of the time whenever I unlock the patrol car, I do this very first introduction foot patrol, then do one more on foot because I still haven't unlocked it, which is mainly reporting speeders with the radar gun you unlock. And then after that shift, usually have the patrol car unlocked. It's probably, you know, not impossible to get it unlocked in the first go-around, especially since you can say, hey, I want to do it for 45 minutes, but we're only doing 25, so... Let's see here. I think we're kind of just doing a loop. I'm going to need to cut across. I'm going to jaywalk my own self. Back here. Head down this direction. See what we can find. Oh, nope, can't. Okay, so I'm gonna run across the road. There we go. Oh, and that reminds me, I am going to go into the settings here of the game. And player violations, I'm going to turn speeding off. And ignore red light off. And that's it. And that's mainly because, say you've got a call, like for a traffic accident, you can't just throw on your blue lights and roll code 2 there without being speeding. So, I turn that off for that reason. And also the speeding, the main reason I turn it off too is, I get confused with what the speed limit is. Like, I don't see a sign telling me, and I'll think it's 35, or I'll think it's 25, and I'm always going 10 over. It'll either be 15 or 25, and I'm speeding. And also the red lights. I think technically he was jaywalking because he was running. I'm not going to stop him. But red lights, that's another thing. Somebody can run a red light, and then you go after him to go pull him over, and you'll run a red light. Oh, okay, now he is jaywalking, so we're going to stop him. He literally just did that right in front of us. Come here, detain. For
The reason I
jaywalking.
stopped you is because I saw you jaywalking.
Yes, officer. You're right. There's no excuse for that.
No, there's not. He has dilated pupils.
Please show me your ID.
We're going to ask for his ID, and then we're going to search him.
Sure,
because he's
officer.
got dilated
Here you
pupils, so
go.
that gives us reason to, at least in the game. Alright, Jace Lewis. And I smell cannabis. Uh-oh. Alright, let's search you. Let's see what you got. You're allowed to carry up to 1 ounce of cannabis in Brighton. As well it should be. How much you got? You have 0.75 ounce total, a smartphone, earphones, and satin gloves. Well, tell you what, I will just give you a verbal
I'll just leave
warning
you with the verbal warning this time.
for your jaywalking. Alright,
It's
let
fine.
go.
Have a nice day.
See how much points we got for that. 23. Could be better, could be worse. Over on the left, as you can see underneath the time, it's got issue parking tickets, and then tells you where, and blah, blah, blah. But you get a bonus, so for each ticket you write, you get 5. And this goes for reporting speeders. Each time you do it, you get an extra 5 in the bonus. And that's a good way to really level up, is if you're able to chain that bonus together. Right. How's this one? He's good. Alright, well, not finding too much in traffic violation, or not traffic, but parking violations as of right now. This guy's parked too far away. I'm gonna be that petty. I wouldn't really consider it too far away, but I'm gonna do it because we need the points. There we go. Good. Maybe, wait a minute. Taxi stand. Okay, you've got it. You've got it, so they're good. Except he is on the sidewalk, so we're gonna have to get him for that. Got your plate. Plate's good. Alright, let's go ahead and position and alignment on sidewalk. Not doing too bad on points. Got 200 over there. 208 plus the bonus. This guy's on the sidewalk as well. Wait a minute, I've already given him a ticket for it, haven't I? See that? That mean I would get a, for writing a duplicate ticket. And it would dock me points. I'm glad I noticed that. Okay, I just heard somebody throw something, but I don't know who it was. Maybe it'll tell me if I zoom in on them. I heard it, but I don't see anybody that hit it, so... No, it's not telling me who did. Oh well. Let's keep doing our parking tickets. See here. They've actually lowered down the amount of people that's kind of in violations on these parking tickets as well, because it used to be quite a few. This guy's got an expired plate because the tutorial popped up, and he is very expired. Right. This. Right. And you are on the sidewalk. That's okay, but you are on the sidewalk. So, parking ticket on the sidewalk. There we go. Okay. Can we cross over here? Yes, we can. Now, I can jaywalk just fine, but if you cross these crosswalks while it's red, it docks you points. But you can just go right across the street, and the game don't care. But, yeah, so if you're ever having to go after somebody, just, Don't go after them through the crosswalk if it's red. You are on the sidewalk. Okay. Facing the wrong direction. Plate's good. What's this say? No parking? Okay. I've never seen anybody be in violation of those signs. Wrong direction. Go. And this one's too far into the street. It's actually a pretty good distance into the street himself, so yeah. We're gonna go ahead and too far into the street. Yeah, we got us a bonus of 70 so far after that ticket. Maybe we can get a bonus of 100. That'd be pretty nice. Maybe. Oh yeah, and if you hold triangle on PS4 or Y on Xbox, it opens up your wheel. You've got a gun, but you'll never use it. Not right now. Nobody has a they might carry a firearm, but they will not ever use it and come out shooting at you. We'll get the radar gun after this shift. Pullover sign comes later. Camera comes, I believe, after this shift, and so does flashlight. That's when we unlock night shifts, which that came in the last update, not the one this past one, but the one before it, where night shift and multiplayer became available. I mean, this is a multiplayer game now, as a matter of fact. Right here, multiplayer. And you can go and do your shift with another cop, with another player. And you can each drive your own vehicle, drive around, and get points. But you also, if you don't, and you're just doing the single player, you get a no partner compensation, I think is what they call it, of a 20% bonus of your experience for just doing it by yourself. So, kind of gives you some incentive to, want to play single player, if you want to. Instead of it being the same baseline, you actually get more points, because I'm sure that with two people you can get quite a bit of points racked up between the two of you. Even though I've never done multiplayer to know exactly how it works, but I'm assuming that the total of both players' scores is what you get. I'm assuming. What's this? Nope. Looks good. That's good. Go ahead and run across the road real quick and play chicken. Play chicken with the traffic. Come on, we just need a few more tickets. Just a few more. Shift's gonna be over at 4 o'clock. Like to be able to. Nope. Just in the right. Barely, but it goes out in like a month. There we go. There we go. We got us something right here. This guy is parked too close to the crosswalk. So that's a ticket right here. And that seems to be the only problem with it. Too close to crosswalk. There it is. And this also justifies towing. So, we'll get us some extra points from that too, calling a tow truck. And as you can see, like most of this in-game audio of the voiceovers, it's gone now. It was there for pretty much everything except a few of the violations, like a smoking tailpipe and stuff like that. Might not have had it when you pulled somebody over. Okay, we're gonna attempt this. Parking meter expired. Yep, alright, it gave us 10 points. I've run into it where it won't give you that, and it subtracts either 5 or 2 or 5 points from you on your conduct points, and your final score is based on that. So say you lose 10 conduct points, then you lose 5% of your XP. I think it used to be if you lost 10 points, it was 10% you lost, but they did, I'm pretty sure that's how it was when I first started playing it, and then they changed it in an update. Well, I don't know. Okay, you're good. That's the police station. Let's go over this direction a bit. This guy's facing the wrong way. So, that's a ticket. Did I already give him one? No, I did not. So, position and alignment. Wrong direction. Maybe going through this little path through here we can rack up and get up to 100 in bonus. Expired. Now, let's see. Parking meter is expired. And I did get the points. Good, good, good. There's probably something wrong that I'm doing. And that's probably what it is. And if it happens, maybe you guys can help out and let me know. Maybe it has to do with these certain signs being posted. I really don't know. But I'll give a parking meter ticket, and the next thing I know, I'm losing points and not getting any ship points. So here we go. Have I ticketed you at all? I have not. So you're on the sidewalk. On sidewalk. And then you're also in a bus stop. But one thing they're also going to be adding too in a future update, as far as also, you know, with firearms, where you'll actually end up shootouts with people, is, where are you going? Where are you going, woman? Is, police chases in vehicles. Right now, they'll flee on foot occasionally, but, they're gonna eventually make it to where it'll be a police chase in a vehicle.
No, officer,
actually very
you're wrong.
curious. Really? I'm wrong? You were jaywalking. But I'm very curious to see how they're going to go about doing that. Let's see your ID. Miss, I wasn't jaywalking. Charles Wood. You smell cannabis? I'm going to have to check that because that's what I thought. I wasn't trying to assume somebody's name, you know, gender, but Charles just kind of seemed a bit off. So, you are carrying a stolen ID. So, issue violation for jaywalking. You're getting a ticket because you lied about it.
Why does it cost so much?
Oh, well, you're gonna... you look sad. You're about to be really sad because, I know that you're running around with a stolen ID. There we go. Get you handcuffed, and then we'll search you. And then our shift is about to be ending. We've still got just a few minutes left on it. Call arrest transport. Wait, nope. We need to search first. Search. Search. There we go. Come on. We got snacks, letter, and 0.75 ounce of marijuana. Not worried about the pot. What I'm worried about
Understood.
is,
We're sending the
you
closest
are
transport to your location.
running around with a not fake, stolen, straight up stolen ID. Not only did you have the gall to lie about jaywalking, when you obviously did, then you're gonna give me a stolen ID? I mean, come on now. Oh, I already ticketed this one. I don't want to get in trouble for duplicate tickets. I don't know. Did I ticket this one? Yes, I did. Okay, so all these have been ticketed. Yep, even you. So this has all been taken care of. I guess we can just go ahead and make our way back over to the police station. Because our shift's about to be over anyway, so. We got 391 plus 100, so that'd be 491 total points. For some reason the game's kind of stuttering a little bit. I don't know why, but it's in early alpha. Or not early alpha, early access. Alright.
Your shift is over,
Shift
officer.
is over. And once your shift's over, I mean, you've got to get back to the police station in a reasonable amount of time, because otherwise they'll start to yell at you, pretty much. And then you'll start losing conduct points because you're not ending your shift. I think it's like 10 or 15 points, and it'll just keep docking you until you either run out and get fired or go back. Alright, now we just got to get to our desk, have us a seat, end our shift. Alright. See what we got. $391. We got a total of 469 points. Nice. So we get the flashlight, camera, radar gun, minor accidents, report speeders, new neighborhood, Beaufort Landing, and Chester. Alright, so with that, we're going to go ahead and call it quits here, and it looks like next time we are going to be on a night shift. So, hope you're ready for that, and I will see you in the next video, guys, and have a good one.